What's up, man? It's your boy back here to give y'all some a skill point guide for DC. Um, I'm going to show you how to spec into your skill points if you have low skill points. Um, what you'll do is you want to make sure you have all your crits first before you go specking into might or precision, whichever power that you do have. So on all your weapon trees, you want to hit 4 down, get your critical attack. You come out, you go to the next weapon tree. 4 down, get your critical attack. And you want to do that for every weapon tree um, until you're done. And this will allow you to crit more often, and the damage that when you do crit, it increases. Uh, you could work on building your might and your precision after you're done with this. If you have low skill points, but you definitely want to do this first. I played this game for maybe about 6 months before anyone told me, how to spec in the skill points or learn that skill points was important. So this is definitely for players who are, new to the game, have leagues that don't really share information, have players who don't really share information. So this is just what you want to do. Um, if you're specking into a DPS build, and if your support roles, it's the same thing. You know, if you're doing a healer, you'll scroll down and spec into critical healing chance, and I believe the other one is critical healing magnitude. Um, but once you're done with specking into your crits, then you can go back and spec into your precision, and then try to get your 25 might and precision at the bottom. But since I am might base, I'll go to a might weapon first. Make sure you spend all 6 points in your might. Uh, and then after that, you can spec into whatever you feel is necessary. Like I'll put 3 points in power, health, put a few on power until that bottom tree opens. Once that bottom tree opens, you get your might precision, you come out of there. And you go to another weapon that's might, get all might, all 6 points. Then, you can look at anything else that you may need. And power. Power is going to be a big thing when stats revamp drop. Even though when stats revamp drop, when it does drop, um, all the specking will be different. Everything will be changed. But for now, you can still spec into power. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, you can spec into some health as well. When that bottom opens, you put all three there. Same thing. Might. Power. Uh, you can do even more power. Now, some people may say, "Oh, you don't have to spec into power because we have an advanced mechanic. You're going to generate power," which is true. So this is uh this is basically your personal preference. After you get your critical attack and your might or your precision, whatever points you spec into this bottom tree open is basically personal preference. Um, I like doing health and power. Some people may like doing resto or whatever the case may be. So this is my preference. This is what I think most players should do. So, you can definitely swing with that. Um, and I'll spec into some precision as well. But that's only because I have enough skill points to spec into every weapon if I wanted to. So I'm just showing you what a precision build should look like as well. And that's basically it. Make sure, your yes, you want to make sure you get as much precision as possible. You want to make sure you get as much might as possible. Um, but unless you have your crits, you won't really do that much damage. You know, you have high might, but if you have low crits, you won't crit as often for you to do damage. You'll just be hitting for low numbers. So definitely get all your crits. It's definitely a must. Um, skill point hunting is a must, especially with the new the stats revamp dropping. You definitely want to make sure you have all your skill points ready. But definitely spec into your crits. And the same thing as if you are tanking. What you want to do if you're tanking, one, two, three, four down, you want to find every tree that has dominance in it. Um, and as a tank, you want to make sure you get as much dominance as possible. I know people like specking into restoration, but your dom goes into how much heals you give yourself back as a tank. I don't really feel like resto does that for you. Um, so just make sure you get as much dom as possible for your tank. And if you're a troll, you want to do the same thing for your vitalization. One, two, three, four. You spec into vitalization, dominance for your stuns. When you're a troll, you're only using dom for stuns. The how strict your stuns can be. And you can definitely spec it to power. I hope this video helps y'all out. Take care.